Your camera's not working now. When I turn on, it's like, yeah. All right, here we go. Another week is coming going in the NFL. It's our first live show of this season. You know, it's glamorous, is it? We got a few characters that weren't even on the show last week, but we're doing a live show. We're doing what we gotta do. Like I said, Shaft is back. I'm terrible with this, but it's all right as long as that's a break. And we got Ken here, Mr. Steeler fan, who's doing pretty well because the Steelers are in first place and the Ravens are what I thought they would be, scrambling and injured. So we're going to talk about all that here. This will be a quick show. It might be the live show, but it's not a direct. Like I said, we're missing a couple of our guys, whether they show up or not. They probably won't, but we're going to do what we can with what we have. So, like I said, well, what can we say about the Eagles? They didn't win, but it's kind of I gotta take the blame for it because I did predict that they would lose on the pre-show that all y'all were at my place on August 20th. I predicted that the Broncos would beat the Eagles. Unfortunately, if I'm right, that's a bad look because that means I stomped your ass. But at the end of the day, in all seriousness, this wasn't a game that the Eagles shouldn't have lost. They were up 17-3 at one point, entering the fourth quarter, but the inside voices, whatever's going on with the offense, defense, whatever's going on, finally got exposed on Sunday, and obviously it's gotten to the point where now the inside voices are outside, and now there's criticism going around. So,
Robert, what do you mean by inside voices? Like Smith and Ron, like chirping to Jalen, or?
Well, like I said, I mean, for a team that are the defending champs,
4-0,
and we're 4-0, you don't think most people naturally, and even around here, don't feel the same way. There's a lot of criticism about how this offense has been played, the setup, the offensive coordinator. Is Jalen Hurts really an elite quarterback, or is he being used for the talent that he's around? I mean, there's a lot of noise, and the noise eventually got out, and Broncos took full advantage. Like they could care about the noise. They're trying to get their asses together because they have not gotten off to the start that they've wanted. So give them some props, and Bo Nix some props, and obviously. Sean Payton, who has had his way when he was the Saints coach against the Eagles over the years. So, like I said, whatever the issue is in-house at NovaCare needs to be addressed and cleaned up soon because even though the Eagles are still the team to beat, and most people would agree, the NFC is going to get a little bit interesting over the next couple of months. Over the next several weeks, because there are contenders starting to show up, and those contenders begin to show up. Cream rises to the top. and we'll see if the Eagles are still the team to beat come Thanksgiving. But obviously, they're going to get a break this week. They're playing the Giants, and the Giants are a mess. They have no talent on either side of the ball, especially offensively. So this shouldn't be a problem tomorrow, but you never know because if we do lose, then there's going to be a problem. I didn't think there would be a problem if they lost to the Broncos, but losing to the Giants when they don't have any deep threat, they don't have neighbors for the rest of the year. Slayton is out with an injury, so there's your two deep threats. Wandale Robinson is on a bad knee, on a repaired knee that never fully healed. They don't run the ball with Tracy or whoever, Scatterboo, whoever he is. And like I said, this is a Giants offense that, like I said, had potential to make this a better game, but it's not going to. But on paper, it's not looking too good for them. So, y'all thoughts? Y'all thoughts going into y'all thoughts on this Eagles loss? Is there any issues? And whatever. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead, Shaffy.
Well, it's an unusual feeling. We're not used to losing. It's been a year. Over one calendar year since we had a loss. Now it's old Tampa week 4, and this time I'm going to Tampa. Took everyone week 4. So I didn't expect to lose to Denver. But Denver just hung in there, but we gave them that game. That was a gift. We should have put a bow on it, sent it to them so they could take it with them to London. That's what it was. They didn't come in and take it from us to be out. I mean, come on, we can outscore 18-0 in the fourth quarter. That's because we kept going 3 and out with passes. And while I talk about passing, that's why the clock kept stopping, giving Denver more opportunity. We lead the league in 3 and outs, which is weird. Even coming in, they were 4-0. We're leading the league in 3 and outs. And now we are at 47% of our drives ended in 3 and out. That's crazy. And yeah, 4-1. But what's happening right now is our line is not creating the big holes that we're used to. We got some injuries there too, combined with some we lost. What's his name with the San Fran?
Hargrove.
Yeah.
That was a couple of years ago.
Not Hargrove. The guard, the offensive guard.
Oh, the guard. Yeah, the guard.
Oh, Beckham?
Yeah.
He didn't go. He went to the Chargers.
He went to the Chargers.
He didn't go to 49ers.
Right. But I just knew we lost. So, we started losing some size on that. Lane Johnson there now.
Dickerson, he's been listed out this week.
He got
he's been
Who's
listed.
the second? Is he the second-year guy?
Yeah, this is his second year, and I'm forgetting his name right now. He's still hanging in
Yeah,
there.
who replaced Kelsey. Yeah, he's still up there.
Is that the issue? The offensive line?
It could be. It could be.
And I don't think Barkley's lost anything. He seems to be okay. But I think it's definitely a change there. Defense are putting 8 in the box. We're seeing that. So they're daring us to go ahead and pass. But I suggest we still keep trying to run it. Now, yesterday's game, Sunday's game, I like what we did the first half. By passing, hoping I'll open up the run. We only had 10 points at the half, even after that. But then we got that nice pass part. We make it 17-3. So feeling good. Like, okay, here we go. And they were never trailed in the fourth quarter. Now they were trailing in the fourth quarter for the first time. But then we just kept on 3 and out. Fourth quarter was just bad offensively. That's why I blame the offense more than I blame the defense. Defense ain't going to hold us so much longer if you keep putting them out there and not getting no chance to get any recovery time. So whether it's a disconnect with Jalen and our new coordinator, I don't know. If the coordinator is not setting up plays as well as in the past, I don't. That's what's kind of hard for me to figure out. But I suggest don't do what Tony Romo said during the game.
What did he say?
He said the defense is going to dictate your offense. And I say no. When you have the dominant offense, you tell the defense, you control what's going on. You don't shrink up and start passing because they're jamming up the box. You try to run through it best you can. If you don't get 2 or 3 yards, and then they have to pass on 3rd and 5, fine. But don't let them tell you what to do. So that's what happened.
Like Tony Romo, who's never won anything in his life, go ahead and tell what the defense is going to do for the offense.
Yeah. That's what he said during the game. I think it was
Really? What the hell is he talking? What kind of crack is he on?
And then
hell out of here.
And then Tony Romo also said when we lost Brandon Dickerson, he said that was bad news for the Eagles, and that was true. It was bad news.
Oh, yeah.
We need him. And Wayne Johnson, that's the other one. I worry about Wayne Johnson and Brandon Dickerson because we need them. We need them hurt because we need them. That's why I worry when they get hurt because we need them to win. Because if we be in trouble, we don't have them. That's why I worry. He also said that, but he was right about that. That was bad news for the Eagles when he lost Brandon Dickerson.
Yeah, well, that's how. I mean, you should know the obvious stuff.
Yeah, obviously. We need them. We need them.
All right, Ken, your. I mean, if you watched the game, I don't know if you did.
I did watch the game. I watched the second half, but I don't understand. First of all, you talk about a new offensive coordinator. Did he come from the Eagles? Was he like with the Eagles last year?
No, where'd he come from?
I think he came from
Who we talking about?
OC now.
He was on the Eagles staff. I don't know what his role was, but he was on the staff. He got moved up.
Why is he looking at all the offensive schemes last year and doing the same thing? I mean, it obviously worked last year. I don't understand why a new guy comes in, especially from homegrown. If it was like Moore, he came from the outside, had a reputation, and he did a great job organizing the team. I don't understand why this coordinator doesn't do the exact same thing as they did last year. And that's at the line can't open the holes. And I don't understand why Barkley only got 6 touches. I mean, why does the best MVP of the league only get 6 touches in a game? I mean, he's the best running back we've seen. One of the greatest ever.
One in the second half.
It was unbelievable. I just couldn't understand that. I'm a little worried about Mitchell in the corner. I heard, it looked like Sutton was having his way, and Mitchell's like touted to be an All-Pro this year, and so that was a little bit concerning. And then the chirping, Ron not getting his touches. I mean, it sounds like he's starting to act like Antonio Brown, where Antonio. I mean, even though the guy that used to coach him or the GM from Milchek, whatever his name from Oakland, he said. I mean, Antonio Brown used to force Ben to throw the ball to him at least 5 times. He had to get 5 catches a game, or he'd be crying, and so Ben had to squeeze passes in, and then he'd get intercepted because he's trying to force feed something to Brown and get him to shut up. Sounds like the other, your Brown's starting to do the same thing a little bit. I mean, he's certainly miles away from Antonio Brown. Yeah. He's still a great player and a good person. But again, it just seems like there's a little chirping going on with the receivers, and I don't know if that had something to do with the game plan last week. And a new offensive coordinator might be intimidated by that and could make that call. But at the end of the day, he just needs to replicate exactly what he did last year, and let Mark control the game, and then pass will come to it. And they were unstoppable with that combination last year. I don't understand why it's not happening again this year. Yeah. And it's only 1 month. On the way home last week, my buddy said, I thought the Eagles were like 4-1. It sounds like they're 1-4.
That doesn't feel that way.
4-0.
Yeah.
That's how we.
Yeah, like I said, I mean.
Yeah, that's true. That's only 1 game. They still got a lot of games.
So they're still in good shape.
Yeah, because there's nobody in the NFC that's scaring me right now. And like I said, I mean, it is odd that they would do what they're doing, but I'm just wondering to myself, I mean, because everybody's questioning, why didn't we run the ball? Why does Kevin have an issue running the football? I mean, this is a running offense to begin with. Naturally, it's a running offense ever since this era began.
Well, but then wasn't it a year ago that the offensive lineman went into war and said, why aren't we running the ball? Didn't that happen a year ago? And also they started running the ball? I mean, it's happened the last couple of years. Sirianni's rookie year, it happened. They were passing, and all of a sudden the offensive line said, hey guys, we can run the ball over anybody. And then I think that's what has to happen.
And like I said, I mean, this weekend against the Giants, tomorrow night would be the right situation because it is The Giants are not. I mean, their defense is okay, but it's not. But remember, you know, I don't know what's going on, but they have to get things to go. I mean, I know that this year is not going to be the same as last year. Tougher schedule, a lot more. There shouldn't be as much pressure as you would think because you are the world champ, but defending it is difficult compared to chasing it, which I think is even more difficult until you actually do it. So they know how to do it. It's just that now they have to leave that smoke behind and do what they did that won them. Obviously, won them last year, especially with Saquon. Because Saquon, we know he wasn't going to have a 2,000-yard season, but we still expected 1,500 yards at least. And so far, he's not. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it is Kevin. Maybe he does need to be replaced. Who knows? But the problem is, I said to somebody that this is more on Jalen Hurts because he has an offensive scheme, the tush push and all that stuff. He should have more of a say in how the offense is done more than what Kevin Patilla. He's just a name. He's not a guy. He's just a name. Or I don't even know. But they have to get their shit together because we're going into an interesting stretch. We played the Giants twice. We have Minnesota. We'll get our victories again. This is not going to expose it to a losing streak. We hope not. But like I said, Denver was a really good team and give a lot of credit. Like I said, Sean Payton's a really good coach, and he did out-coach Sirianni, and that hasn't happened a lot in the last year. So, but obviously, like I said, we can't worry about this game. I mean, Denver, like I said, they're going to be. I still think they're a true contender in that AFC West, and we'll see if that win will kind of jumpstart their season because they haven't had much to be successful to that point. But obviously, with Matt not being on and others not showing up here, we're just going to have to jump into some of the other things. We'll just jump right into it. What we do all the time on the live show. Rob, you know it yourself. And how about this? You have a say. You have a top 5 list. You get one today. So all 4 of us will give a top 5 list of the AFC and the NFC. And like I said, we go from 5 to 1. You give a reason why they are where they're at. Like I said, this is not new. This is not nothing new. We've been doing this for years every 5 weeks. We're not Stephen A. Smith, who puts out a top 5 list every Tuesday. We're not Colin Cowherd, who puts out a top 10 list every Tuesday. The NFL, we have to watch the games and read into it. So, well, like I said, we'll start with Chaff. He'll give his top 5, and we're going to start with the NFC. We're going to start with the NFC.
Okay. Well, I'll jot it down. Working away from 5 to 1. I'm going to say I didn't know John put it in the right order. I would say for 5. Kind of weird. I'm going to still put Green Bay there at number 2, 1, and 1. They'll fall out real fast if they lose again, but I had higher expectations for them initially.
Expectations.
But they, you go into a shootout with the Cowboys, something ain't right, and losing to the Duty Browns. I'm actually being kind by keeping them in the top 5 at the moment, but they had a bye, so maybe they will snap out of it and figure out what's going on. Number 4, I will come down to. I will say that at the moment, Seattle. I mean, I meant to go back and watch the condensed game because the Tampa Bay Seattle games look crazy. I understood that there was over 700 yards of passing between the 2 quarterbacks in that game, and I think maybe 1 or 2 punts. If that is a back and forth, 38-35, hell of a game. So I'll still keep Seattle at number 4. Then I believe Tampa Bay, I think 3. So I may say 2, but I say they're number 3 in the conference right now. And then right above them, a team I didn't expect to do much, but they're showing me something. Detroit. They're the highest scoring offense right now in the game. But we also saw this last year. They played that bully ball, and then got into the playoffs, smack back to reality.
But remember, defense was hurt.
Yeah, that's all that.
No Aiden Hutchinson.
And still, I could see it coming though, even before that. Still, I saw it. And number 1, I'm keeping the Eagles. And I'm not just saying it because I'm Eagles fan. They are the best.
Still number 1.
All they got to do is just do what they're supposed to be doing. Don't be a fool.
Yeah. One loss, you can't just drop them off the list off of one loss like that. Okay, Rob, welcome to the show here.
Okay.
You're next.
I got the Philadelphia Eagles, got Detroit Lions.
1, 2.
Yeah, he's okay.
going opposite. Yep.
I got Green Bay Packers,
Nice.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, I like. Hey, Rob, hey, I know this is new for you. These guys have to do it my way because because there's a show. But hey, you did a good job. Now you got to help you with the AFC there, and you can do it the same way if you want.
See, I don't know what I'm doing like y'all. So I'm just trying. I'm just doing. I'm doing okay. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about like y'all.
You watch more football than I do, man.
I forgot about San Fran.
Thanks for saying I did good.
Yeah.
Actually, I should replace Green Bay with San Fran. I forgot about it.
All right, Ken, you don't get the same Rob treatment from 5 to 1.
So 5, I'm going to go Dallas Cowboys. I think they're on a little bit of a run here. I think they might, even though they're 2-2, I think they're looking pretty decent. Number 4, it's sort of like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think it could be a little bit higher, but I think Maple's doing a nice job. I like the coach. I think Tampa could go deep in the playoffs. I really like the quarterback. I think he's just coming, and he's just play steady week in and week out. Number 3, Green Bay. Then I don't know much about Green Bay. I still think they're overrated. But I'm going to stay with Green Bay. It's 3-2, Detroit. They're a good regular season team. Again, I'm not sure what they're going to do in the playoffs, but right now they're still playing really good football. Quarterbacks playing good football. Coaches on track. Number 1, the Eagles are still 4-1. They still have, they're the defending champs. You have to beat the champs to get out of it. And after there's a lot more games before they lose that ranking number 1.
All right, my turn. And I like all this. Like I said, I impressively like what Rob did there because one of those teams is on the list that you can and you Shaft did not put on this list, and they just might have done something very impressive that we did not see coming. So I will start with Green Bay at number 5, but I don't have a lot of confidence in them at the moment, even though they're coming off of a bye. I mean, losing to the in-house Browns defense, like I said, the Browns are a really good defense, and Ken will obviously know playing Cleveland. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be a battle, but you should win that battle. They're not a deep team, and look what they're doing, and look at their offense and their quarterback. You cannot lose a game like that. And then you go to Dallas, with Micah Parsons and that motion. You should blow them out. They are not a good defense. They are not as good as they think they are. You should see their second half of the schedule. You tell me Dallas is a contender. That's why I'm a little upset with you there, Ken. Why would you put the Cowboys at number 5 when I know damn well, that schedule is going to get really bad.
But this is talking about the first half of the
I understand, but I would not look. I'm not going to be impressed with Dak on the fact that he beat up a winless Jets team and everything. Green Bay fell for the emotion and that's why that game was what it was and it ended the way it was. I really still think that. Yeah, Dallas looks good for now, but when that schedule gets really heated up, I know they're not as good as the record says it is. But as far as Green Bay, they're number 5. I still believe in their defense. I still believe in Micah. He hasn't been healthy either, and Jordan Love's going to get his 2 best receivers back eventually. So I still think Green Bay is the number 1 team to potentially defeat Philly, but time will tell. They did destroy Detroit. They did destroy Detroit. Number 4, I have Tampa Bay. Obviously, they are leading the South, and they have impressive victories. They're kind of like, they are kind of like the cardiac kids. They find a way to win. They've stole 4 games out of 5. They almost could have done that to the Eagles, but they didn't. The Eagles defense stepped up when it did, unlike this past week. But obviously, they're still, I still think Atlanta's going to give them their toughest challenge, and we'll see what happens there. But obviously, they are a veteran team, and you do what you got to do with what's his name with Baker and all that. But they are in first place and doing what they got to do. Number 3. I'll go with the 49ers. I didn't think that being 4-1 the way they are is I wouldn't say I've never seen a 4-1 team constructed the way they have done it, but they've done a good job. Give them a lot of credit. They're a well-coached team. They have a lot of experience. Robert Saleh is back running the defense, and he's really good. He's really good at that. I'm not the biggest fan of Kyle Shanahan, but he's a veteran coach. He's had a lot of success in this league. He's been in a couple Super Bowls. Neither said than done. But they did beat the Rams, and we thought that the Rams were that team. But here they are, not on our top 5 list. So that tells you what we think about them. They may be a little overrated. You blow a game in Philly, and you blow this game against the 49ers at home, and you almost beat Johnny B's Colts. So you almost lost to Johnny B's Colts. So, yeah, the 49ers are an interesting team right now. They're interesting. I would put the Lions at number 2, but I don't trust them because I still think about that week 1 beatdown they got in Green Bay.
Week 1's like an exhibition.
I know, but it's still Green Bay. It was a big matchup, and they didn't show up. And like I said, Detroit, can you trust them? Yeah, they're great. They're a team that's not that team anymore. But remember, they're still the Lions. What have they ever won? They're still the Lions. Jared Goff hasn't won a Super Bowl. Do I trust him in a clutch? I don't know. But hey, they did beat up on my Ravens, so that might give them a little more credibility. If they were bullies, they bullied them. Trust me, they bullied them. And playing in Detroit,
everybody's bullying the
and yeah,
Didn't Lamar play that game?
Yeah, it was a Monday night game. It's a Monday night game, and yeah, they bully a lot of teams at home. So yeah,
Detroit. Is he back from injury? Because I heard he got hurt.
What? No, he was out. He was out.
Oh,
he might be out again.
I heard that he got hurt.
And like I said, Eagles are number 1. Eagles are going to be number 1 because they are the champs, and you got to knock them off. Denver did, but that's because we allowed them to. We played the role reversal game. We won a game we shouldn't have won, Rams. We lost a game we shouldn't have lost, Broncos. So there. Now we can just can we start blowing teams out? The Giants. Can we beat their asses? Beat them down? I hope we can, and then we can be fine for a while. So I know Matt's going to do his on Saturday. He's going to do his top 5 lists on Saturday, and we'll start that before we even get to the games on the lookout on Saturday morning. But as far as what's going on, I think the 2023 mocker will be taken away very soon from his voice. Hopefully after tomorrow night. Okay, now we go to the AFC top 5 list. This one could be interesting. Like I said, you know the drill. Robbie gets to get the pass. He can do 1 from 5. Y'all 2, no chance. 5-1. Shaft start.
All right.
Actually, no. We're going to do something change. We're going to let Robbie do his, and then you 2 do y'all's.
Number 1, Buffalo Bills, Pittsburgh Steelers, Indianapolis Colts. Number 4, 8 New England Patriots.
Oh, wow.
And number 5, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
What was 3?
The Indianapolis Colts.
So you got that in there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Shaft. Now you do yours.
Thank you.
Now you do yours. Let's see if you're impressed. If you're impressed.
Almost might just be different order, but I think we have the same thing. I actually have Pittsburgh in there at the 5 spot. I must admit I didn't have much respect for them at first, but with the way the division is looking now, shoot, that might be theirs. As long as you don't trip and fall.
Yeah, you gotta have Ken. Ken, you know he's from Pittsburgh. You gotta have this team on there.
That's right.
You know you gotta have it, right?
That's right. So then number 5 and number 4, I got the Jacks. What a game that was Monday night. Was that fun?
That was fun. That
That
was
was
really
I mean,
fun.
this was we caught what was important in the 4th quarter. Matter of fact, recap from this bowling, me and this character, and I'm having it on my phone, and the interception happened. And while I was running it back, I'm like, yo, Rob, look at it. Look at this back. And just watching them run all the way back. Make sure he kept that ball, though. So the Jacksonville looking good, leading the league, 14 takeaways. Easy.
That is great.
That's crazy. Number 3, I give the Indy. I got Indy at the 3 spot. Team I had no respect. Still not much, but I give Indiana Jones some credit. I've always said that if he's fine, he was fine with the Giants as long as he had Saquon. Saquon's hurt a lot and messed up either his timing or his confidence, what have you. And now he's feeling pretty good there with the solid running back with Jonathan there, and they're making some noise.
They are.
In the Midwest. They beat the snot out of the Raiders Sunday. Number 2, New England. Impressed.
You got New England number 2?
Number 2.
Wow.
3-2 New England. That game was highly impressive. Go up to Buffalo and let them know. Diggs was having a ball. When his old team know what time it was, catching everything he had. Boy, he was having a good time up there. And I think Drake May is a real deal. I do.
He's probably chirping in his ear all week. This is my week. This is my week. This is my week.
Yes.
And May is young enough to say, "Okay, you're good." You know,
That's right. Yeah.
You're always open.
That's right.
Yeah.
And listen,
That was a good play.
this was weird that they're undefeated on the road. It's the home that was trouble with. So number 1, I keep it Buffalo at the moment. Because at the moment they're still, I'll keep it as the best team in the AFC, but we'll see what happens right now. That's what I got.
All right, Ken.
Nice.
Let's see what your list is all about.
I have number 5 in New England. I still think we beat them. I think they're going to have a solid year. Number 4, I have Pittsburgh. I'm still up in the air about the offensive line. They had to bring in a tight end reserve to open up the holes. They did. It worked against Minnesota. Teams are going to be starting to coach for that now, so there will be some changes. But it's an offensive line. And the offensive line gets better every week. Hopefully, they grow, and Jones makes a name for himself against Cleveland's outside rusher. Number 3, Jacksonville. I'm very impressed. I think the quarterback seems like he's finding his own. I like Hunter making some noise in the middle of the field. The defense is really solid. Just really impressed with Jacksonville. I don't know anything about their coach, but it seems like he has moving in the right direction. 2, I have Indianapolis. I mean, the record speaks for itself. The quarterback just managing games, running back solid. They have a great record. So I had 2 in Buffalo. Still has one of the best players in the NFL. good coach. I don't know much about their defense, but they sort of have to be. If Baltimore's not around, I still have to give it to Buffalo. It's the best team, so go.
All right. Well, I enjoyed y'all lists, but I can't put the Patriots in the top 5. They have a bad loss at home to a very bad team, the Raiders. Now, I don't want to use it against them, but I kind of do because the Raiders, garbage. And you can't lose to garbage. I know week 1 is weird, but still, that was a winnable game, and you lost to them, and they're terrible. They are terrible. Now, unfortunately, I mean, there's one team, I don't have a team under 500 on my list, but I'm going to give an honorable mention to Houston. They have 60 points given up only. 61 points they've given up this year. Their defense is legit.
Top 5.
Yes, they are legit.
Talking top 5.
They are legit.
It's not any more time on Houston. They're not in your top 5. Are they number 4 or not?
No, they're now on my top 5 list because they're under 500. But all right, so I'm not going to put the Patriots on for a bad loss. Houston is under 500, so those are 2 teams. All right, so my top 5 starts with we have a guest on here. Oh no!
Oh man!
Oh Jesus
Johnny
Christ!
B?
John Smith, I don't know why he's not on, but this sucker's on, and he's gonna have to. And he wanted to come on, unlike John. He wanted to come on. He knew it.
Yeah, John said he quit the He quit the whole podcast. Remember?
Well, we'll get to talking to him. We'll get to talk to him. Plus, I have a John, and you should know I have a clearance with him. You know, because he's on this show. He's just taking a little break. His mother will come. His mother will come after him. We know his mom very well.
Wait, his mom's gonna come. What happened?
Well, John's going to be back on the show. Trust me. He's just taking a break. Trust me. He'll be fine. We know him well. And yes, you'll be on here. But we're doing our top 5 list. You're not eligible right now. But all right, we're going to start with the top 5. I got the Chargers still in there because they're the only team that's unbeaten in their division. They are 3-0. I don't know how you do that, even early in the season. But give them a lot of credit. Yeah, they dropped. Yeah, they have a bad loss to the Giants, a bad loss to Washington. But I still think that has meat. And you still have Justin Herbert. I still trust that Jim Harbaugh. They'll get their act together.
Yeah.
Number 4, like I said, number 4. Jesus. I gotta put your Steelers there, Ken. And maybe just because so far Aaron Rodgers has been on his best behavior. Defense looks good, as they always do. But are they still a sleeper team? Do I still trust them when we get to December? Because that's when things went wrong, as you know, last year. December fell apart, and they were and things did not end up the way it did.
They did not.
So, but like I said, my Ravens are reeling at the moment. So, and the rest of the division's pretty bad. So, maybe by default, but I'll give them a lot of credit. I expected them to be good. You have a Hall of Fame quarterback, a first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback who still has some juice left. We'll see how it goes. Number 3, and Johnny B's going to hate this because as much as he loves his Colts, they share first place. Jacksonville, an aggressive defense. And let's be honest, I know Johnny B knows he's in love with his Colts, but he hasn't faced Jacksonville and that aggressive defense. He hasn't faced Houston, who don't give up shit with 60 points given up. If Johnny B can beat those 2 teams, then I'll give them a lot more credibility. And they're on this list. And that's the funny thing. They're on this list. But Jacksonville, you don't sleep on Jacksonville if you have an aggressive defense with 14 takeaways. Everyone pays for 41 takeaways this year. That is impressive. That is scary. You know who did that? Who won the Super Bowl with 40 takeaways? The 2009 Saints. Think about that. They were aggressive defense. They took balls away. They stole balls. They didn't just take, they took whatever they wanted. So, like I said, Johnny B can be happy about his Colts and how there are, but you better have a defense that better get their ass where it's at. And let's get to number 2 Indy Colts. Okay, you got 3 blowout wins, but let's be honest. Miami, dumpster fire. Who? Tennessee, worst team in your division. Who's the other team? The Raiders. Wow. So they're so good because they beat 3 garbage teams that have a couple.
What about wait? What about Denver, who recently beat the Eagles?
Look, you got lucky there. Denver
got lucky.
Team. But
Denver got lucky.
Here's the deal, Johnny.
The top 10 defense in the entire league.
Johnny, when your Colts beat the Jaguars and Houston's defenses, we will all and even Shaft will wear blue and white for you. We will all wear blue and white for you. If you can beat those 2 defenses in your own division,
you couldn't wait, time out. Your Eagles couldn't win against the Denver defense.
But here's the deal. Do I still believe in Danny Dimes, or you call Indiana Jones? Remember, he was a giant that got benched for Drew Lock. If Drew Lock was a Colt, I'm throwing up like the people, like the women I saw at my Popeyes on Cheltenham Avenue. Seriously, you're gonna tell me Indiana Jones is that good when he got benched for a 5th string quarterback? Get the hell out of here.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: the stats don't lie. As of right now, he's got the best QBR rating.
Stats are for cats. And number one is Buffalo. I'm not going to worry about the Buffalo Bills. They'll be fine.
As of right now, as we talk, Indianapolis Colts are ranked the number 1 team in the entire fucking league. So I don't know why you hating on it, but it's blatant. If you look at the list, it's Colts first, then the Eagles.
The fact that you got your volume fixed now. This bum has been on my show the last couple of weeks with no volume.
So I just gotta let you know, man, because you don't know where your ass is at right now. So I gotta remind you of what team it is that's at the top of the list of the entire.
I've given Robbie a top 5 list, and he thinks the Indianapolis is kind of an overrated team.
Think of what you want. Bottom line is, if you look at the list of the teams in the league, Indianapolis is at the number 1 spot.
Look, I'm not going to say they're a piece of they're garbage. But
I sent you guys a picture.
We have to get going here. All right. We were going to give you the floor on this episode, and John Smith was supposed to give the rebuttal. But since he's not on this show for whatever reason, and you came late, you have to go by what I put together. So Shaft's 3 FUs are next, or it could be 5 because he was now on here last week. So I will get the music, and you do what you do. I will find CeeLo. Oh, you got it.
said, ain't that some shit?
All right. I know that's the version I will come up right away. But
Man, look at this team right here, man. Look at that. That's a
what's
beautiful,
up, fool? Anyway,
that's a
you would make
beautiful
my.
logo on my hat, man. It's
I
it's
can't
got
see you.
best team in
That's
the
beautiful.
league right
I
now.
can't see you. That's the beauty of it.
It's
I
got
don't know,
it's got the
Bob's the only
best.
one that can see your grill. We don't need it. Starting with an FU or 2 or 3, we're going to start off with, sadly, my own Eagles. The Eagles offense specifically. You can't lead the league in 3 and outs. You just can't do it. And you
They
can't
cannot.
be leading the league with 47% of a clip of
They
your
can't.
offense being knocked out on 3 and outs. You
They
can't
struggle
have
all
that.
season long, man.
Zip it. It's my turn. Now,
They struggled all season long.
zip it. It's my turn. As I was saying, you can't do the offense kept giving them the ball over and over and over again. If they just ran the ball and do what they're supposed to do, impose your will on the other team, we would not have allowed Denver the amount of time for that to happen. So that's an Eagles offensive fault, and I know they're going to fix it by tomorrow. And if they don't fix it tomorrow, we're going to have some repercussions for them bastards up in New York. So I expect you to do it right. So right now, Eagles offense, F you. Boom.
$250,000 fine. Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Jones or Jones? Jerry Jones.
They're Jerry.
Crazy Jerry.
250K.
Ooh.
For that FU.
Number 2 goes to their opponent, the old Broncos. Did y'all hear they were trying to do some nonsense, or that they did do some nonsense after they won? There's some talk about they want to go on a bus and go around the city taunting us because they beat us.
No.
And right here, I just found out that they made some Karen video, I guess, based on that goofy woman down in Florida who took the ball from the people about the Phillies, but the Broncos made something with it. I didn't read it yet. Yeah, they're having a good time talking about us because they got their one win against the world effing champs. Well, guess what, Denver? I hope when you fly across the pond, you better not go over there and lose to the winless Jets. Yeah, don't come back 3-3 because you can't handle the Jets because you beat us. You're all happy and proud of yourselves like a peacock. So for Denver and your coach and all y'all bastards, F you, but not the Nuggets. Now,
especially now.
number 3 goes to Jonathan Gannon and the Phoenix. I'm not calling the Phoenix Cardinals. I went back in time, but they might as well be. It don't matter where they're at. They're still the Cardinals. Whether they're Chicago, St. Louis, Phoenix, Arizona, you're still the Cardinals. You stink. How? Did you see it? How bad that game was? Let's work our way backwards. The game is sealed. Houston, I'm about to say Houston, Tennessee, marching down the field, and there's only a minute left on the clock. They're down by 6. I think, yeah, they needed a touchdown. I think it was down by 4. Needed a touchdown to win the game. They chase my man, I'm forgetting his name already, out the pocket. He throws, it gets tipped, and their defender makes a great catch. He leaped over this way, caught up against his body, and landed at the 5-yard line. You think game over? But he lands and doesn't secure the ball, and it squirts out. And now it's a fumble. 3 different Cardinals try to jump on it. They knock the ball into the end zone. So Houston lands on top. They win. Well, they didn't win right away. They take the lead. They get a touchdown out of that. And because it was a fumble by them and went backwards, it can be advanced because it wasn't advanced by Houston. Normally, they can't do that if you did it. I keep saying Houston. Tennessee. They were
Houston Oilers.
See, I'm still stuck on the Houston Oilers.
Houston Oilers.
So that was the first error. So when I saw that, I cracked up. I didn't know it happened prior. Then I find out earlier going in early in the fourth quarter, 12 minutes left. Dude makes a run up the middle, runs for 70 yards. They would have went up 28-6. And at the goal line, boop, the defender stayed with him, knocked the ball out the end zone, and that's a touchback. And I'm like, damn, y'all could not do every. You couldn't have messed up that game anyways. 15-point lead against a winless Tennessee Titans, and they blew it. The reason I'm on Jonathan Gannon, did you finally see the little video that happened after that? Someone caught a video of them on the sidelines. And I saw it on Monday on the Dan Le Batard show, but it didn't. I guess it got to the NFL later, where Jonathan Gannon is talking to the dude who is clearly saddened, and one of his teammates has got his arm around him, trying to console him. And then Gannon's in front of him. You see the shot from the back of the guy. And as he walks away, he slaps him on his arm. And because at first I'm like, did he really just slap? Because at first I'm like, nah, he wouldn't have done that. Yeah, wait till you can look for that. And the NFL found out. So on Tuesday, they fined Gannon $100,000. And Gannon tried to do some little stupid apology. It was a weak apology. He said to look that up.
He hit the guy?
Yeah.
He hit him?
He actually hit him.
Oh, you talking about Jonathan Gannon, the running back of the Indianapolis coach?
No.
The Cardinals.
Oh, the Cardinals.
But Jonathan Gannon, the coach.
Head coach.
Because this is Jonathan.
The Johnson's a running
Jonathan
back.
Taylor.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Yeah, that's the coach running back.
Yeah, Tremaine John.
Yes, Tremaine Johns.
He's good too.
Yeah. So apparently this pressure must be getting to Gannon now. Because you as an employer or as a leader, you can't do. That's why the NFL had to find him. If this was between two players, it wouldn't have been no thing. That's players, right? That's what they do. But a head coach can't be hitting somebody for anything. Yeah. So for Gannon, who we left behind after our Super Bowl loss, we said, okay, you can just stay here in Arizona. Yeah, and then we just left him there. So okay, here's your team. And my dad still can't stand him after that. He's like, how dare you leave us? So my dad's always been anti-Cardinals for the past 2.5 years. And this just makes his day that they're now 2-3, and they should not be 2-3. They missed 2 other games on missed field goal or made field goals by the other team. So they're almost a 5-0 team. But they just keep shooting themselves. And that's where you got to look at the coach. Higher up, that's where it comes from. And so for Jonathan Gannon, Arizona, and
so Kwame, when he hit him, did he get fined for that?
Yeah, you got $100,000 fine. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's not good.
But they got off lucky. Imagine if the running back hit him back. Imagine how much more painful and more costly that would have been. So he got lucky on that note.
He got lucky.
Yeah.
Because it could have been a lot worse.
Yes.
He hit him.
Yeah.
But did he hit him back too?
No.
Or he just hit him?
He just walked away.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I guess he felt bad enough he wasn't going to add anything to it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he felt bad.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And honorable mention, Cowboys fans, as always. All chirping over 2 weeks ago, getting a tie. I ain't gonna be happy about a tie with Green Bay.
Okay.
Because for them, they stink. So a tie to them was a victory. Green Bay was not happy about that tie. They looked at that as a loss. But that shows you how far Dallas has fallen. That they're just happy about a tie. And then Sunday, they're crowing because they beat the only winless team left, the stinking Jets. So I hope you guys are happy with your 2-2-1 record. You're not going to the playoffs. You're clearly not going to be anywhere near the leader of the division. Just enjoy your sorry season and go bye-bye. So on that note, I am done. And I don't have my music queued up because, there we go. So, see ya.
Looking enough, but I'm like,
All right. All right. Now this is where Johnny B's gonna have his, as I would say, buns in a twist. I use a different word, but you're not allowed to use it. The fact is, this pick'ems this season has been declared controversial. So last week, Ken, Kwame cannot be on my show the first week of the month, the first Wednesday of the month, because he's a part of a deal, some important deal. Yeah.
The youth aid panels.
Yes.
Kids who do something wrong, we try to
That's nice.
Yes, very important.
You like working with kids, like giving back or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, very important cause.
That's good.
So obviously he couldn't be on the regular show. So role reversal, this fool Johnny B decides to steal the Eagles pick. Now think about this. Johnny B is the biggest Colts fan that I know outside of any IndyCar driver, Peyton Manning, racist Rob Irsay, and drug addict Jim Irsay. And you know it's true. You know I'm not lying about that. Robert Irsay was a drunk and a racist. Jim Irsay was a drug addict. That led to, sadly, his passing this summer. And now it's in the fans of his daughters, who I think are sweethearts and could be really good people. We don't know. We'll see in a few years how the Colts are. Because if they can't handle it, you know how this league is, sell, sell, sell. But anyway, the jury's out. As Jack Root would say in IndyCar coverage, the jury is out. But anyway, so this fool, Johnny B, so far this year, you know how many times he's picked his beloved Colts? 0 times. You know how much he picked the team he hates the most, the Eagles? Last week. And it failed on him, and it blew up in his fucking face. So, and he only did that despite Shaft. He only did that despite him because it was open, and he thought he can get away with it. After he accused me of messing up his pick the week before, that was the Seahawks, that really was the Commanders, because he can't realize where Seattle, Washington is. That's the only reason. But he blames me because I put the word out. Because this is not mine, this is Matt's. But when Matt's not on like he is tonight, it's on me. So he never presented any significant evidence that he picked the Seattle Seahawks. So unfortunately, he has to take an L for that, as much as he had to take the L for the Eagles, that he thought he could outsmart our happy selves. So we'll see if he actually picks his beloved Colts this week if they're now on the bye. But we will get into the results of everything else. I'm surprised he didn't say nothing because he knows he's true. Because he knows it's true.
Still got him muted.
No, he's not muted. He's not muted. But he's not saying anything either. So that tells you he's
You did say
if he ain't saying anything, then he's guilty.
Wrong, Rob. You did say the name of the team wrong. And therefore gave me an extra L.
You have to give us evidence.
But,
no.
What I think happened was he thought he picked Seattle.
But be that as it may.
Washington, and so we saw Washington. So we said we picked the Commanders. And that's
But be that as it may.
We saw Washington. So
if he said Seattle or Seahawks, if he said Seattle or Seahawks, there wouldn't be a controversy. That's
it's
all
a controversy. I did say it.
Seattle, and they don't use they don't use the state name for their football team.
Oh my
goodness. We're not that dumb. We're not that dumb, all right? Yeah, the Pittsburgh and the Eagles were the field goals once, but that's 1943. And you're using logic like you're still living in 1975. So we're going to go to the results.
And why did he pick his coach this week? Everybody sorry ass Raiders.
Yeah, he would have easily gotten a W.
But I picked the Raiders.
Yeah, because he wanted to get back at him, which wasn't smart either. And you bit right in the ass.
Well, actually, to be honest, I didn't take my Colts that week because I really wasn't sure if our backup
Wasn't sure of
guard
a
was
40-6 ass whipping.
Well,
The hell
listen,
out of
listen. If my backup guard was
All right,
playing,
shut up.
Max Crosby would have
Shut
had
up.
a
We have
great
to do
day.
this quick.
Honestly, so
All right. So this is the results here. Okay, Chef, you obviously took an L with the Raiders. They were plus 3.5, I think, or 7.5. I don't even know what the number.
It could have been plus 14.
Yeah. But you did get your Jacksonville, so you are now 4-6. You are 4-6. John Smith is still going to be a part of this show. I will talk to him personally down it before, and we'll try to figure out how he's going to be on this show moving forward because we're not dropping him. We're not dropping him. He can say what he wants. He's still part of this show, and hopefully will be on the LF Live show in a month. He picked the Lions. They won, obviously, even though at the end, since he tried to make a comeback, but we know the Bengals are a mess, or as Johnny B called the Bengals. So he won with the Lions, but he lost with the Dolphins. Dolphins lost that game. So right now his record is 3-6-1. Ken, you were the guest pick because there was no guess, so you get the automatic 2 picks, and you did very well. You took Minnesota. They won in a comeback. They won by 3.5. And then the Bucks won also in the clutch against Seattle. What was that score?
There's Tampa Bay by 38-35.
But yeah, he did. Yeah, they were not favorites. So he went 2-0. You went 2-0, and you are now, and the guests now are 5-5. This sucker right here with the Colts hat, probably Baltimore. He stole it. His grandfather stole it. He took his Seahawks this week to try to clean up the act. They didn't. They
didn't. Nope.
And then his beloved Eagles, as he would tell his fake girlfriends online and stuff. I'm the biggest Bird fan here. Just like the Phillies. The Phillies, they're going to win the World Series when they're going to get swept.
I never would say that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
But just like you and L, they took it. You took 2 L's, so you are now at 4-5-1, and not in first place. Matt picked the Cowboys. I don't know why, but good for him. They did win. They did win big, but he lost with the Chargers. And he's been 1-1 pretty much every week, and that consistency continues. So right now the guess is tied at 5-5. So in first place. Then it comes to me, and I did not do well. Oh, what the hell did I pick? I picked. No, I didn't pick the Ravens. What did I pick? I don't even know what the hell I picked.
You know you were 0-2.
Yeah, I know I picked. What did I pick? I don't even know what the hell I picked. Oh yeah, I picked the Giants. They lost, obviously. Yeah, against the Saints. And then I took the Cardinals, and you already explained. That's the worst loss of the season of anybody. Shoot. Yeah, I know. Now I know what it's like to be lost at the altar, Johnny B. So my record now is 4-6.
That's a great start. Now you're fading fast.
4-6. Yeah, and I'm now down in 4th place. So I have to give out the CBS. We gotta go quickly because we're running out of time. And Robbie, since the actual special guest never showed up, and you did such a great job with the list, you will be the special guest this week, picking 2 games
By the spread, right?
by the spread.
Okay. Let him go.
And like I said, you can help him if he has any difficulties, because he may not understand, but we got love for Robbie. We got love for Robbie. We have a
Hey, how you doing?
yeah, we have another guest here, but he's just going to be sitting here watching, observing.
Good.
Another John.
I was just going to swing by real quick. I couldn't find it. Yeah.
All right, you're here.
Well, I'm staying for a minute, and I got dashed down to Wawa.
Okay.
All right, so you can listen. You can listen to this one.
Yeah. This Wawa.
Yeah. I just need somebody here.
This one.
No. We're meeting there. I'm not going in the store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I need a friend.
Trying to find this CBS thing here.
Yeah, they're gonna be out for a whole month.
Yeah,
Well,
it's okay.
I was in one that was just remodeled last night. They're going to put in new. They're going to put in. They're going to put in more.
Yeah, I was the same time.
Hey, stay longer the next time. Anyway, I'll see him tomorrow
I know
probably.
where you were.
I'll see you tomorrow.
And then number 2, I couldn't get here.
Why are you texting me right now? I'm still doing the show, man.
See ya.
Bye. Don't be like this one with the Colts hat, please.
Go Phils.
Maybe.
Right.
Go Phillies? Yeah?
I don't think that.
Yeah, Rob?
Oh, yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
They'll win 20-10 tonight.
20-10.
Yeah.
20-10. Oh, wow, it sounds like a football sport.
Yeah.
2 field goals and 2 touchdowns.
Exactly.
There you go.
All right. Where is the CBS thing here?
I just have to know CBS Sports.
Damn. Because make sure get the CBS Sports thing. I'm
So I got the school.
where is it? I know I have it.
I got him.
Here we go. All right, I got it here. So, like I said, this is how we're going to do this. Rob is going to get the first pick, being the guest. Ken's going to get the second pick. No. I forgot. You're just a guest. So this is how we're going to do this. Rob's going to get the first pick. Shap's going to get the second pick. You, Mr. Colt sucker, you'll get the third pick. I go last because that's how I roll when I'm in charge. And then we'll wait on Matt and John whenever they decide to put a pick in. John Smith is still going to put a pick in. I know. I understand. What's going on, whatever's going on with him, but he's still part of this show. I still believe in him, and he's still part of this show. You can't give up like that. I fell down out with the brakes and stuff, but with the car and the brakes, but he'll turn around.
Okay.
I know he'll turn around because I know where he lives and I know his mom, and we'll get on his ass if not. So he's still going to give us a pick, unless he calls me and cusses me out, which he shouldn't do either. All right, so like I said, Robbie, this is how we do it, Rob, and you might have seen this before, you may have not. You're going to pick 2 games against the spread, obviously, but we're going to go in a round robin way. You're going to give 1 pick. We're going to do ours, and then you're going to go back to you. So, all right, Rob, and you can pick whatever you want. I have nothing. There is no 2 rules. There is nothing you can't pick. We're not going to take anything or use it against you at all. And these picks, remember, even though it's Wednesday and most of the games are Sunday and they could change on a dime, any reason is final. So whatever you pick against the spread is the pick that is official for that week.
Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens, right?
Yep.
7 spread.
Yep.
7 spread. Baltimore Ravens.
Right, getting 7?
Yeah.
Get it
Getting
7.
7.
Get it
Getting
7.
7.
So you're going to go with the Ravens?
Yeah.
Getting
Yeah.
7.
7.5.
7.5.
Yeah, they're plus 7.5. My
Plus
Ravens.
7.
All right. Hey, I mean, it is what it is, but hey. All right, Chef.
Speaking of 7.5, I hate doing these games when it's staring at me. I gotta do it. Give me my birds, 7.5 favorites on the road. I don't like that normally, but there's no way in hell these Eagles don't put their foot, their 2 feet in there. Double feet in there. I'm taking the Eagles. They better. Oh, they better.
All right, John. What do you got? What do you got? If you're on the CBS, they will let you know. That's why you did it. Get that over with. So he don't do that like he did.
He's staying on.
All right. Well, I like. Damn. All right. Well, Jesus, that don't look too good either. You know what? Give me the Bills over the Falcons. 4.5.
All right. It's a Monday night game. So, all right. All right, I'm looking around. Man. I don't trust that Green Bay pick. Oh, God. I've been burned. Burn. Give me Detroit. Because we know Kansas City, they're not the same Chiefs. I know they blew out the Ravens last time, but the Ravens are banged up. This Detroit's rolling right now. And I think they'll win this game.
It's a game where I don't care who wins it because I want to laugh at the one who loses.
Yeah. So give me Detroit. I have to go with Detroit for some reason.
They're underdogs too.
Plus 2.5. Yeah, but I won a lot of games with Detroit last year though. I picked them a lot of times last year and they won for me. So gonna go with the Lions.
What did Johnny B take again?
He took Buffalo minus 4.5.
Yeah.
Somehow still steering away from the other team. All right. So Rob, you go again because remember John and Matt have to pick later whenever. So you go right back. It's back to you, man.
Arizona Cardinals, right? Plus 7.
Yep.
Spread
7.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
7.5.
Plus 7.
Plus 7.
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis, well, that'd be a good game.
Robbie knows how to stick it to he knows he learns his look back show real quick. He knows how to stick it to it.
And then work for the Raiders for me, but Arizona's better. They just keep choking up. Yeah. As long as they don't choke it up, you can stay within 7. I think I will do. You know what? I think I'm going to stay on the East Coast and we'll stay with the team. Help me out. I'm going to stay with the Giants. Home favorite by just 1.5 in Seattle across the country. Almost two further cities. Oh, yeah, give me that.
Jacksonville, who they play?
Seattle at home.
Oh wow, and they're favorite, and Jacksonville's favorite.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
It's at home.
Yeah.
It's like 1.5 too.
Yeah.
Didn't Jacksonville win the other night against Kansas City?
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, they played good.
All right, Giant B, what are you going to do here? You have a challenge with your team. What are you going to do about it?
Is that that's challenge? That's 7.5, right? 7.5. So that's
7
like 7.5.
points even. 7 even.
Oh, so the okay. So for me, if I were to take that challenge, Colts would have to win by 7 or more for me to get that.
7 for a hold, a outright win more than a touchdown.
Okay, so an outright win is more than a touchdown. 7 is a hold.
Yes.
And there is no pushes because the 0.5 makes it no ties, right?
No ties with 7.5. You either are above it or below it. If you're below it, you lose. If you're above it, you win.
So 7 and more, I win. Anything under 7, I lose.
Yes.
7. You went with 7 or 7 push? Is it,
7 is a push.
So you don't win 7.
Oh, 7 is a push?
But you have to win by 8 to win outright.
Oh, shit. So they would... All right, so then that would mean my team would have to be by 8 or more.
Well, you just
And 7 would only give me a push.
Who's he won?
He knows what the hell he's doing. He's trying to make us look dumb. Come on, picks, damn it.
Well, let me see here. What else we got before I decide? Ooh, okay, this is an interesting one. Commanders and Bears. Wait, why are the Commanders only 4.5 favorites?
I don't know. Ask them. Come on, hurry up. Are you going to pick it? Are you picking it?
It's tempting. It really is, but I'm looking at
We
other
are on a time constraint.
We're leaving in 5 minutes.
Hurry the hell up.
You know what? Give me the Commanders and Bears, the other Monday night game.
Who are you picking? You can't pick both of them. Who you picking?
Give me the Commanders, 4.5 favorites.
All right, write that down. Write it down. Ugh. Goodness gracious, you think I'm slow? Jesus Christ. He's picking Washington Commanders, not Seattle, Washington. Yes. Washington Commanders.
You all heard that, right?
Yeah,
Washington.
Yeah, he said.
Now
he's picking. Yes. Yes. It might be a risky pick, but I'm going to go for it. I'm picking your Steelers.
Oh, that's really fucking risky.
Yeah,
Holy
shit. I'm on a losing streak.
Somebody's
got to win. Shit. The Bears are not at home. Their defense only plays good at home. This game is in Pittsburgh, so I gotta go with it. I know I don't like the line, but
wait. The Bears. Wait. Hold on. What are you talking about? The Bears?
That's why I said you gotta pick.
I'm going to go with your Steelers here. So I mean,
you gotta pick Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, I know he would. He would if he was able to get the picks, but not this week. So we'll do a small recap. Hurry up. All right. So Rob, you picked Baltimore, and they're plus 7.5 at home, a dog again. You also picked another dog, Arizona, against Giant B, who's still afraid to pick his own freaking ass team. Plus 7. You picking against him plus 7. Shaft, you made sure Giant B doesn't screw you over this week. You picked the Birds. Minus what is their number? 7.5. Minus 7.5. And
he might actually get that because Giants.
And you also picked. Who else you picked? Jacksonville -1.5. Johnny B, who's afraid to pick his own home team for whatever reason, trying to play my game. You picked Buffalo -4.5, and Washington also -4.5.
That's correct.
I picked Detroit +2.5, and your Steelers, Ken, -5.5. And John Smith and Matt will pick their games when they're available. All right, so we're going to go to surprises and disappointments, and we'll go quickly. Y'all,
yeah. Surprises and disappointments.
Go
ahead.
Surprises?
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers. I think he's playing pretty solid football. We're excited about the way he's playing. And hopefully he continues disappointment. The Steelers offensive line. Just really thought that 2 first-round picks would put these guys in a little better status and be able to dominate some teams, hopefully grow like the Eagles did, but they haven't yet. They seem to be getting a little bit better, but I'd like to see the disappointment. I'm disappointed because I just think the whole team and the whole season relies on the offensive line. And if they get better, then I'll be happy. But right now, I'm very disappointed.
All right, you're surprised, disappointments.
Surprised that the Eagles are leading the league in 3 and outs and have a 4-1 record. Like I would not have thought those 2 things would happen. You told me one of those things was going to happen.
And only 1 turnover this season.
Yeah.
And it hurts that he even thrown a pick, not even 1.
Yeah. Threw a pick.
Really?
Denver Broncos, man, defense, one of them anyway. But top 10 from what I'm understanding.
Hold on to that ball. So disappointment. Several teams I guess I could go with, but I guess the easy one is going up the road to the Jets because I did not think they'd be 0-5. Especially after that week 1 with the Steelers game. I thought, okay, Jets not gonna go friskier.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I'll be rooting for hard Saturday morning to beat them.
All right. So yeah, I'll be quick. My surprise disappointments. I mean, I am surprised about the Jets that way. I just can't believe that they are 0-5 as hard as they are, as hard as they play. I mean, yeah, Sunday was rough, but I know Aaron Glenn is a Jet. He's a good guy. He's a smart guy, and he'll get it together. He will get the Jets together. Justin Fields is an athlete. He has not played like crap all the time. He is a he is a really good player, and I hope that they can turn this around soon. I know it's going to be tough this weekend in another country against the Broncos who have momentum. So it is what it is. But I have my.
Be a good win for it.
But the disappointment, of course, is the Cardinals. You blow a game that I need to end this stupid losing streak that I'm on, and you screw it up, and you got Jonathan Gannon, and this soft league where in the past, Bill Parcells just chew out guys. He cussed them out. He told them go fuck yourself, give them a pitch, and all this stuff. Oh my God,
dude, it was the
so
best.
damn soft, you know. It's so damn soft, and I'm even soft at the NFL for okay. I didn't even know Jerry Jones actually flipped it off. I thought that was an AI deal, but he did. Right. It wasn't even offensive, and they fined him $250,000.
Horrible.
So screw that.
Exactly.
But my dummy of the week, and I'll be quick here, Ken. My dummy of the week is the league in itself. I mean, why? Why is the league with overtime rules? Why do we even have ties? I wanted to say this last week. We had nobody on. Why do we have ties? Soccer, I can understand you have ties, but you have a point system. In the NFL, you have no point system. It screws everything up. You have to change the rules. All right, and then you cut 10 minutes out of the game. I get it. Physical, it's rough, it's hard, and everything else. My suggestion, and Matt didn't like it, I go to field goal kicks. We got field goals going 60, 70, 80 yards now. You kick until they miss, and you know they miss. I know Matt thinks it was a terrible idea. Matt thought it was a terrible idea.
Exactly.
But you have to do something to stop these ties because if Matt knows I'm starting to put ties in on our Saturday lookout shows, he might quit just like allegedly John Smith is. No, but let's be all serious. They have to end ties. And then an honorable mention, dummy of the week, Mark Sanchez. Why? You are a grown ass man doing stupid shit like a frat boy messing with some innocent guy who came back and stabbed you, could have killed you, and wouldn't have to spend 1 day in jail for it because your dumb drunk Robert Ursay like stupid ass self.
I don't think it's true. I don't think it's alcohol.
Well, he did something dumb. He did something dumb.
That sounds like
He did something. He did something really, really, really stupid, and now he might have lost everything. You know,
Exactly.
he might have lost everything.
Exactly.
You can't be that. You cannot be that stupid, Mark. You seem like a bright guy, or maybe wrong. That hitting the butt fumble might have kind of scrambled his brains, and now it's not CTE. It's ASSD, and he needs to. He's going to hell.
Damn.
Thank you all. We have to go. We have a hard day.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Man. Always a pleasure.
All right, all right, Ken. Well,
Exactly, guys.
yeah. We'll end this show here. I'm glad you know.
All right, bro. Thanks for
Johnny
having
B,
me.
good luck, man. Go Colts.
Yes,
Oh Lord.
Thank you, Ken. And thank you, guys. You gotta
All right, man. All right, so we'll preview this Eagles game and get on out of here. The Eagles gotta get their act together. It's a short week. A winnable game. Giants have nobody on offense to be afraid of. No Slayton. They lost Malik Neighbors for the season. O-line still stinks. Jackson Jarrett came back to earth. He's a rookie quarterback. He might still have upside, but against an Eagles defense that's going to be hopefully ready and angry that they lost and got owned by Bo Nix, we're going to know a little bit more about what's going on with them. This is a critical matchup because you don't want to go into your mini bye week in a losing streak that you didn't need. So, Johnny B, how do the Eagles bounce back if you actually see an upset with no Giant players? Go ahead.
Well, they just take full advantage of the fact that the Giants have nobody playing for them. That's all they gotta do. And they gotta try not to struggle, okay? Your guy has to actually throw footballs that get caught, you know what I'm saying?
And he does.
Yeah. You know, Hurts, he's gotta be able to throw footballs. You know what I'm saying?
And he did.
Can't
We have to
can't
run
let
the ball.
pressure.
Run the ball. We threw it enough last week. That's what messed us up.
No,
We're
you gotta
gonna
throw
run
it
up
the
in
right
them.
way. You gotta throw it. You struggle way too much. Listen, here's the thing. You run it so much, guys, that teams picked up. If they take away your run game, they can beat you because it shuts your whole offense down. Because you can't see in the pass, and teams pick this up. So
Did you not see us passing on Sunday?
Going.
Did you not see the game?
All right, Johnny, you give us a score, please.
But what I'm saying is, if you are going to win and you're going to get teams to stop trying to just shut off your goddamn run game because they know they can beat you if they do, you got to get your pass game going. You got to be for real. This guy got to start throwing dimes like Daniel Jones. He's got to have people.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right. Anyway,
whoa, give me a score. Please give me a score.
I think the Eagles, they do bounce back because, like you said, the Giants have nobody playing for them. So I see the Eagles winning 28-21.
Goodness gracious.
Easy victory. 31-17. Boom.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to bounce back. I think they'll blow them out. I think they'll get their asses where it's at. Just like one day picking your favorite team. So the Eagles will easily win. They'll get on them. They're not, like I said, the Giants are not, rookie quarterback, no talent around them. You bet they better, or there's going to be hell to pay. Well, what? Penn State,
Well,
UCLA? No, we're not repeating that. Eagles win. Final score, and I feel more confident now. 40-15.
40?
15.
You think the Eagles are finally going to put 40 on someone? I mean, it's only what, 6 weeks in? Did the Colts
y'all Colts playing bully ball. You blowing out all these
But wait, why haven't you put up 40 points yet on anybody?
Because we've actually played teams that are good. You played nobodies. Dolphins, Titans, Raiders, really? Oh, wow. They're
Broncos
really dangerous. Oh, my God.
Broncos that we beat, the Rams that we probably should have beat and had some stuff
I'll give you credit. They're a better team than we think. You beat the Broncos. You should have beaten the Rams, but you weren't blowing teams out. You weren't blowing them out.
Technically speaking, we shown we're for real. So I don't know where you're smoking at.
You might be a player. You might be a friend of playoff team.
I think you're just drinking on the haterade right now, Rob.
No,
you don't want to accept reality that.
All right, let's get to the news. Let's get to the news of the week. Originally, me and my buddy Mike were supposed to go to the Giants game. I know I pulled a fast one last year when I went to see my Ravens after we already announced we weren't going to go. I'm not doing that this year. I will be at Mike's house tomorrow night watching the game.
Yeah,
and I think Chris will be joined too, and that's another crazy thing I have to get over on that.
Wait, Rob, did you
I'm talking now. We are obviously Tim Disher did not appear on the look back tonight, but that doesn't mean anything. This was a tough show. We are still doing the live show in front of the LF. It will be officially announced on October 18th. October 18th, we will have the live look back at the house of at the corporate home of the legendary family. It will be on November 12th. It will be officially announced on October 18th. So, like I said, it is going to happen. And like I said, I expect you to be there, sucker, along with everybody that was in this room. And hopefully John Smith will be back.
You expect who to be here?
If everything comes back, he can get back on this show, which I hope he will, and me and him will talk. We'll have a personal talk. If he comes back and does this live show here, you're coming with us.
Oh, you want me in person next time?
Yeah, you will entertain a bunch of people. All right. Now originally, if we had more time, Ken was going to make a special announcement on our special holiday show that will officially take place on December 10th. Now, the problem is, as of now, me and Ken talk. We didn't talk obviously on this show, but we talked on the phone yesterday. Is that it's going to be done more on their time than what I expected.
What?
But it's going to be December 10th. We're going to do an early episode, an early show, and we hope to have everybody there. December 10th, early show, and we're not talking about 4 and 5 o'clock early. I will give you a time when we put everything together. When we put everything officially together. The date is about official. Where we're probably having it at is also almost official. But when it is officially official, I will get everything out there. December 10th. So, I mean, and hopefully, with all gas of anything, Matt will hopefully appear. Matt will hopefully appear at this. Now, obviously, it's not guaranteed, nor is it much of a bet, because it's not. But hopefully, if I can get in touch with him and he can somehow take one day off of his job, and he's allowed to, he works hard. Maybe he will. Maybe he will come. He will come to this very important show that we've ever done, and we're going to have the members of the group. As you know, Robbie is a member of Headwick House. John Adams came by for in a cameo 1 minute appearance. Is also a member, and there at least could be as many as 20 that could be a part of this. So December 10th, about official, but still we're working out some of the stuff. We're still working out some of the stuff. And yes, Johnny B, you will be on that one too. So you get to entertain. You get to entertain people. You wear your your Colts cheerleading outfit. I'm sure you have one. Your ex-girlfriend gave it to you.
Where's the
Dolly.
next one going? I missed like half of what you just said.
You keep talking, and that's why you don't listen, sucker. All right, I'm getting out of here. I have to pick up my vehicle. Shaft has to play a role in that. And we're going off the air, Johnny B. So you can go back to whatever the hell you were doing before. And good night. I'm taking us out in just a second when the music comes back. These YouTube ads, they're all over the place. Come on, music. There we go. We also thank Ken and Robbie for being here tonight.
Bye, sucker.
That's right.
Good night.
As I shall be